Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Skullman back at another video, and today we have the one, the only, the Nintendo Switch 2. We are going to be going ahead and playing a couple games, showing off the Nintendo Switch 2, giving my review on it and what I think about it. And not only do we have the Nintendo Switch 2, but we also have the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller and camera. So, we're going to do our review, giving our thoughts and opinions on all of it. Is it worth the money? Is it worth the buy? The whole 9 yards. I know we're probably going to get some comments in the comment section about thoughts and opinions as well. That is fine. My whole goal here is to let you guys know, hey, is it really worth the money? We're not going to do teardowns. We're just letting you guys know my thoughts, my opinions, how smooth the gameplay is online, all of the concerns that I had as a Nintendo fan coming from the Nintendo Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2, and as a gamer. So, with all that out the way, without further ado, remember, drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get started with the video, you guys.
Alright, so up first, what I really want to talk about is the Switch 2 Pro Controller. Now, you can tell they got a lot of nice little buttons. I'm going to be quiet for a second. So, whereas everything isn't like, oh, clicks of metal and stuff like that, I'm going to tell y'all this. I have been gaming with the Pro Controller for a while, and I am a stickler for the GameCube controller is better than any of the Nintendo controllers I have played on. And I can tell you this, as difficult as it is, or was, for me to admit it, this Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller, like, I played the other Pro Controllers, regular Nintendo Switch Pro Controllers, and I've used this one. And I've used the aftermarket ones. I've had a lot of aftermarket Pro Controllers that I liked a lot. And, those Pro Controllers didn't really fit the bill for me. I always ended up going back and playing Smash and hopping on a GameCube controller for my Super Smash Bros. And other games, sure, I would use my Pro Controller just for the sake of using it. But this is the first, the only Pro Controller I've ever used that I can successfully say and confidently say that this controller I can play Super Smash Bros. On. It has the weight. It has the weight and everything that that you like in a controller. It has the great feel, and in my opinion, yeah, it kind of resembles closer to how the GameCube controller would feel. It's heavy. It's bulky. It's got all the button placements where you would want it. And that was my biggest gripe on the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. Was button placements were great, the feel just wasn't. And this has the feel you want in a controller 100%. It is nice, it's kind of bulky, it's got that heavy grip to it, and it doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of your hand and all that junk. It feels like I can play. I'm not going to mash the wrong buttons at the wrong time. And that's my thoughts and opinion on the Switch 2 Pro Controller. Honestly, I know none of these videos really do the Switch 2 Pro Controller justice. You honestly just have to pick one up for yourself. Take everyone's word for it. It is a very good and very decent controller. And get you one. Because when you have it in your hands and you can actually feel the durability, the stiffness, the how good quality the controller actually is, that's what sells you on it. And honestly, I wasn't confident in what I had bought until I actually got it in my hands. And I tried it without doing a GameCube for once and said, you know what? This is my controller. This is the one. It's perfect. All right. So, with that being said, how does the Switch 2 feel in hands? Honestly, it feels great. I like having Switch 2 in hand. It feels honestly really good. It's not all over the place like you would think. And it's not necessarily like just, ooh, this is so, it's like, how to say, so big that it feels almost unplayable. It just feels very sturdy. Another thing I'm sure we're going to get questions on is the mouse control. How does the mouse control feel? Well, snappy, quick, to the point, and let me zoom in a little bit on this one. So it feels very quick, very to the point. I'm here, you can kind of see, I have the mouse, I'm here, I want to go to Super Smash Brothers. Boom. I'm on Super Smash Brothers, everything feels good. I don't feel like I'm having to double click or anything when I'm moving the mouse. Everything feels like it snaps straight to the point and goes straight to everything. So honestly, they did right with that with the mouse controls on it. Not gonna lie. Now, with that all being said, we are seeing a lot of talks about durability. How strong does it feel? How strong do you think it is? And, you know, just all in all, what is the Switch 2 as far as like differences, right, with everything? And obviously, you see me looking over here at the Switch 2. But right now, I actually currently have it in a kickstand mode, right? And with its kickstand up, trying to see, you know, is it, how durable is it? Stuff like that. Well, I can say kickstand is pretty doggone strong. It's pretty hefty. Doesn't feel like it's going to break. It doesn't want to lay, just constantly try and lay flat. And it doesn't, like, I can literally hold it from the kickstand and it still doesn't feel like it's going to break. So, yeah. I mean, I guess the kickstand's not as sturdy feeling as the OLED was, right? But all in all, I mean, it's not what the original Switch was. The Switch one, Switch version 1, right? With a little tiny kickstand. It's not what the Switch OLED was, because of obviously that big old fat backing, but it is resembling what the Switch OLED was. So as for a stiffness for the kickstand, think of the Switch OLED. It's got that thickness, not the type of thickness that the original Switch had, because that was nothing in comparison. This, it just feels sturdy. I feel like I can sit here, let it sit, and actually use it in tabletop mode if I so choose to. Actually, when I first got the game, went ahead and got me a Victory Royale playing Fortnite in tabletop mode because of how durable the kickstand is. And me just wanting to mess around and play with the features of the Switch 2. Seeing if they actually had the mouse controls on Fortnite yet and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, it was fun and it was very interesting, and all in all, it held up to the test. With that being said, we're going to move straight to the room, and we're going to go ahead and pop this thing in TV mode. And we are going to finish this review up with it in TV mode. Here we are, we got them in, TV mode, which obviously, I'm just letting the credits roll on Mario Kart World. But, dude, this console, I mean, just having it as long as I've had it, it feels like everything the Switch should have been. It really does. I have been honestly looking for reasons, multiple different reasons, to try and hate on the Switch, or give an honest to God, like, oh man, this is what sucks about the Switch, yada yada yada. I haven't found one. I still haven't found one, and for that I am sorry, you guys, because I feel like it doesn't feel like a true actual review without, some kind of con to the Switch too, right? I mean, sure, I guess the little kickstand being back to how it looks right now, or being how it looks right now, being maybe a con, but it's not even really a con, because it's everything the Switch OLED was infused with, I don't know, newer generation, or what the original Switch used to be, right? So, I mean, honestly, it's not really been a actual bad console at all. Now, with that being said, obviously I'm gonna hop in something, and we're gonna hop in, and I'm going to show y'all we're going to show you the internet test, which I'm gonna use my friend for a little bit. I'm gonna use his little game chat thing, because when you're going in game chat, you can create. If you create a chat, you can go ahead and not create a chat, and they don't have to join, right? So we're gonna go ahead and hit my friend up real quick, act like we're trying to join, yada yada yada. That's cool. Give me 1 second. Let me set up the camera and everything so I can show y'all that. All right, so here we go. We got the camera going, which, as you can see, this is how it's going to look with the camera mode on, stuff like that. Now, I do have a couple different settings I can do. Obviously, I can do what I'm doing right now, which is expand main screen. I can do full screen, which takes the camera off. You got your game share, or you can put your camera on and have the original, which is standard mode, which this is standard mode right here. I don't like standard mode, honestly. I like expanded mode. I like to expand it and put the background with me playing the game, so on and so forth. I find it really nice. Now, obviously, you do have a couple different other settings. Chat audio, yada yada yada. Camera video. You can see me. We can do filter off, face only, which is that. I don't like face only. I like the no background. You can do filter off, which filters everything off, shows everything that's in the background. I don't necessarily like to do all that. I like it to do the streaming way, which is just this right here. And to show some, even with it off, I mean with the what's the word I'm looking for? With the lights off, it works really well. Alexa, lights off. So, obviously, yes, right now I'm gone, but the lighting from the TV, when you're actually playing, is more than enough for what you need when you're actually doing video, which obviously you can see me right there in the little corner right there. I could actually probably zoom in on myself. Let's see. Obviously, yes, you can nope, that's not what I wanted. Yep, actually that is what I wanted for once. Okay. So yeah, you can see me right there, and I'm still showing up. It chops in and out, yes, but I mean, if you put the lights on and you do that, it's perfectly fine. If you hit it in, if you like the game with the lights off, and you want to go that route, if you have it in expanded mode, you don't get to see yourself, but everybody else can see you perfectly fine, and you can actually see the game a lot better. And you don't feel like you got to break your back. Now, we've done a couple of different voice chat sessions where we were actually playing this game, using voice chat and all that stuff. I'm gonna actually leave this. And I'm not using anything special, no headset, no nothing. All we're doing is we are playing, and my console is a pretty hefty bit away from the TV. You probably can't tell in the video because I have it zoomed in on the TV, but it is a good distance away from the actual TV. There he is. He's online now. Look. Oh, someone wants to get it in Smash. That's another thing I'm going to show you. So Fortnite's being the biggest test right now, which, I mean, obviously you hop in Fortnite. We've got a couple storms brewing right now and actually going. So I'm not. I've done a little bit, not streaming, but I've done a little bit on the console, testing it out and everything. So this way I can give you my honest review on everything. Fortnite, it streams really. I mean, it plays surprisingly well. Like, honestly, I'm gonna show y'all that real quick. Its online capabilities, I mean, the online capabilities of the Switch 2, drastically different from the from playing on the Switch 1. And I got a PS5. I've played a good little bit on my PS5. I used to like the PS5 the most. Whoa. We're gonna get away from all that. We don't want any music in the background. So we're gonna probably mute it for a little bit because obviously think music is gonna play. But so yeah, let me mute it for a second because music's gonna want to play. And I know there's some probably some non-copyrighted music that I have on here. And I mean, some probably copyright type music or music that I can give you for copyright that is in the game. So I'm not gonna play Fortnite with the audio on when I drop for obvious reasons. But we're gonna drop real quick. And I mean, there's no real big lag, no huge lag. Like, I played on the PS5. I get lag on the PS5 despite having perfect internet connection. I'll get lag on the Xbox regardless of if I have perfect internet connection or not. And there we go. We're gonna unmute. Hurry up, because we need to hear people. Anyways, so real quick, we're gonna just run in, try and get some people real quick. Come on now, come on. What we got? B, okay. I am C so far. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Oh well. Hey buddy, come back. Oh, you wanted to be rude. No. I was gonna open it up for you and let you go ahead and get the chest and just run away. But you wanted to be rude and smack me, so now that's mine. Hey buddy, where you at? Where you going? This ain't a turn-based RPG. Get out of here. Speaking of RPG. Anyways, so, like, the whole thing is, well, you can see it. It doesn't feel super laggy. It doesn't feel like I'm going to be all over the place. The worst one, I think, is Super Smash Brothers, obviously. It's always been the worst as far as any kind of lag and stuff like that goes. But on the Switch 2, drastic changes. Drastic changes on the Switch 2 when it comes to online play with any game. Especially, why did I do that again? Are you kidding me? Anyways, I wanted to do that anyways because I want to go to Smash. But anyways, as you can tell, there's not really a lot of, like, no lag. It doesn't keep me in spot and do all that crazy junk. As far as everything goes when it comes to Fortnite. Which, Fortnite, man, Fortnite is a good test for internet connection. Anybody out there who plays Fortnite on any console knows that for a fact. 100%. Now, ooh, neat. New events. Now here's what we're gonna do right here. I'm just gonna join a random arena. Oh. Now here's what it gets you. Let's see. Let me see. No results. Okay. Let's say this one, right? We're just going to do this. Hopefully they're not playing on a Switch 1. If they are playing on a Switch 1, what it's going to do is it is going to cause me to lag drastically. Oh, yeah. Yep. So... it'll cause it to lag pretty much drastically. Let me see if I can get my buddy to hop on. Give me 1 sec. Alright, so here's what I'm going to show y'all, which we got to make this quick because this is fixing to die. But you can tell there's not really a lot of like lag or of any sort. The only lag you get is lag on our end. That's all the lag you get. Like, it is such a drastic change. Now, I will admit, we played this, right? We tried it, we tried this same type of match, right here, with, Switch. He was on his Switch 1, and I was on my Switch 2. And all I can say is, it did not work. It did not work well at all. It was absolute garbage, absolute chaos, and glitched out completely. There's about the only lag you get, like 1 out of every so often lag. Get out of here with that mess. Come on, bro. Oh, okay. Not gonna 3-stock, but I got you. We're gonna finish this up, but
in case it does die, you guys, my review here is it's definitely worth the buy. Everything, especially the Pro Controller and everything else, it is definitely worth the buy. Oh, you got out of there so good. Oh, so quick. Okay. Anyways, definitely worth the buy, you guys. I'd fork out the money for it again 100%. I know there's a lot of gripe on the price of the games and stuff, but a lot of this stuff is just, hey, look, it is what it is. They're taking and using, going based off of gameplay, ability, and stuff like that, which is, in its own, really great, you guys. So a lot of games are going to be cheaper than others, and a lot of games are going to be more expensive than others. But honestly, as a gamer, I can say that it's the way of the world right now. A lot of things are getting way more expensive than they need to be. A lot of things aren't getting way more than they need to be. It's just really depends on everything, on different factors, and we're not going to get into that, especially not in today's video. But with all that being said, you guys, drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see y'all in the next lit video, you guys. Switch 2's a definite grab. A lot of games are awesome. Mario Kart World has been so good. I haven't even finished it yet. I'm still working on 150 Knockout Tour. Go grab it. And drop your friend codes if you want to go ahead and add on, if you want to add me on Nintendo Switch. Hit up some Smash, hit up some Fortnite, whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely don't mind seeing people join and make videos with some of you guys. So with all that being said, you guys, I will see y'all in the next come on, video. Peace.